Hello, good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Hey, this is Auntie Yaa'S. I welcome you to Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner. It's Saturday morning again, and we're here to discuss some topics with you. Yes, communication skills. We started 2 weeks ago. Last week, we were not able to be here. And so today, we're back, and the topic is how to communicate with your children or your child. My co-host Boating Russell. Oh, there she is. I just called your name and you appeared. So
Hi.
you are in hiding today.
Yeah, so
So,
I had to go see the doctor.
oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
So
on my
yes.
way.
Oh, okay. I was doing the introduction. So I'm going to go share to a few groups. So yeah, are you able to talk? Or
Yes, I'm able
okay.
to.
Okay, so I'll do the sharing and then I'll come back and talk about the programs we do and we'll start then.
Okay. All right. Am I still on?
Yes, you are.
Okay. All right. Hi guys. Um, I'm sorry I can't turn my camera on for now. When I get home, I will. Um,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know. I just woke up last night. It started, and I woke up not feeling so good. But
Oh no.
oh well. I think
Okay.
it's just fatigue from the job I started doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we're still on communication, and today I think the focus is on the children, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, the focus is on the children today, and um, you know how we are on this show. We're passionate about the kids because they are the next generation, and and especially when we travel and there's a whole there's like a mix of cultures, so we have to look and pick the good ones. And communication is one of the aspects of our culture that is completely different from where we are or where we find ourselves now. So we're going to look at how we grew up in connection with communication and how it is now here and even back home. I think there are some changes also back home. There are some Western influences back home as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll look at all that and you choose what's best for you because that's what we did. The thing is not to just get stuck in whatever you know, but if you see something new and you think it's
Mm-hmm.
good, you pick it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I've already started the live, but now it's telling me I'm getting notification that be ready to start your video. We've started. So what is it?
Yeah, and I see that we're live too.
Yeah,
That's
that's a bit
strange.
wonky. Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, we are on. So
Yeah,
mhm. I
let's
couldn't
see what it
even
says in
share
a
from
few
my
minutes.
page. Sorry.
I said, let's see what it says again in a few minutes for the
Yeah.
notification one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange because when I went to share from my wall, I couldn't share, so I had to come and copy from here. And I'm like, okay,
Oh,
what is going on? Because I stream to all my pages, right? Like,
yeah, right.
hmm.
Maybe they are
Hello,
having
yeah,
difficulties. Yeah.
hello, Sister. So, Miss Amajo, welcome, welcome. Uh,
Hello.
Sister So says feel well. Why?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Mhm. So,
So,
are you still sharing then?
oh, I got confused by that message, but I've
Oh,
yeah, because I started. I mean, I started,
yeah.
and then maybe there was
And
a glitch.
there's that red live thing to there showing that we're live.
Yes, so
Yeah.
maybe there's some glitch. Yeah,
Yes. I just hope it's streaming.
it seems to be. What
Mm.
it says we're having. Oh, okay. Listen to this. We're having trouble streaming to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook's end. Is it possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook? We'll keep trying and let you know if it's resolved. Please check Facebook to ensure the stream looks okay.
Oh.
If this continues for a while, try creating a new broadcast or just remove this destination from the broadcast, then re-add it. Oh well. I see it like
Yeah.
okay, so that's what was going on.
So does it mean that they're not able to view us? They're viewing only from YouTube then?
I'm not sure, but sister, so Amajo and sister, so please tell us, are you watching us from Facebook? They must be.
Mm.
Hmm.
That's
Are we coming over, Amajo? So Amma says yes. She says yes, they are watching us
Facebook.
from Facebook. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's good then.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to yes, Sister As also said we're on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So maybe they were trying to solve the problem. No wonder, yes, that's why what I was saying happened because I thought am I not able to share from my own wall? Because
Mhm.
okay. So basically, before we go on, I tried to do this in the beginning. On Auntie Yaa'S book corner, these are the programs that we do. We do our Saturday Facebook Live. And so, yes, we've welcomed our guests. We see two of them. For those of you behind, also, we welcome you. There's people who come and watch, and we don't necessarily know that they are on, but please like, comment, say something. That is what will
Yeah.
help this program to get out there for people to listen to. A lot of
Yeah.
times with our people, we tend not to when I've seen this even on a platform like when I go to Mandy's platform and I'm watching when she's talking about these serious topics, you see 44,
Hmm.
30 something, but when she's talking about something that's happened in the community, some beef that she's given her views on, then you see the numbers are so high.
Right.
It's very disturbing that as a people we tend to gravitate towards negativity, and we are not how do you call it, we are not um, we don't seem predisposed to seek positive things. And so,
Mm.
kind of in the year 2020, if we're running around with these mindsets, it's a
Hmm.
sad situation. But what can you do? So let's continue. So we do our Saturday morning Facebook lives, and a lot of the topics are based on topics from the book, my book, Own It. As well,
Yeah.
we do beauty lessons with your favorite auntie. That's based on the second book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. And
Yeah.
there's Own It. There's videos. You see those videos, and then there's little clips on Own It also, with your own ornithologist and queen of Own It. And then there's Auntie Yaa'S Nuggets. I share different topics that relate to daily life. And there's Pearls
Yeah.
of Wisdom based on a topic from the Bible. That is a longer video. It could be 5 to 16 minutes, that kind of thing. For myself,
Yeah.
I've always said that sometimes I figure out that we read the Bible, but are we really applying it? Yes. I
Hmm.
did I did a short video for next week, for example, and I asked that question. I said, "You read the Bible, don't you?" I think it's about the the persistent woman who, that arrogant judge. So the woman persisted and she got what she wanted. So
Oh, from the judge, yeah.
yeah, so if you're reading the Bible, can't you understand that, hey, let me push like how this woman is pushing? It's not
Mm.
about standing in church 7 hours, 7 days a week, and that type thing, right? So
Yeah.
the
Right.
sixth one is a word with you. That's a short Bible passage. What I was talking about before, that's the topic for next week. Very short, but I kind of want to go. I want to do a pearls of wisdom on that same topic, persistence, because it's a bigger
Interesting.
problem. So it needs more apple. And then, last but not the least, it's Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy that provides book publishing services, life coaching, and women empowerment. So, in essence, those are the topics that we do on this platform. This is an educational platform. Sister Yaa Russell and I have been doing this since 2020 when my first book came out. So 4 books later, we are still here and we are pushing and we are talking. And there's
Yeah.
people that are impacted, and sometimes they'll reach out to you and tell you. And even if it's one person who hears something, that is good enough.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So Ama Joe is talking about her turkey. Ama. So we welcome you all. So today's topic is last week, as I said, 2 weeks ago, actually, we started on communication skills 101. So first of all, let me put this down here. I have the information on Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy scrolling on the ticker below. So if you want to reach us, we are at ownitbooks@gmail.com. So communication skills 101. We started last week, 2 weeks
Last
ago, I keep saying.
week.
And
Yeah.
so today we're focusing on the kids. We are asking the question, why must we learn to communicate with our children? Oh yeah, there's the yeah. So yeah, you want to start or
Okay.
mhm.
So the question why? Because communication is is the foundation for every relationship, and
Mhm.
most of the time we don't view our kids as having a relationship with them. It's like we brought them into the world and we're just bringing them up. We don't really focus on the relationship building part,
Mhm.
and I think that is very important, and that is, I think the relationship builds the kid. Else, then they are hollow, and then they rather start building it when maybe they go to boarding school or
Mhm.
if you don't do it at home. So it's
Yeah.
important that we build a relationship with our kids and therefore be able to communicate effectively with
Mhm.
our kids. It's not just communicating or just talking to them. It's not
Mhm.
effective if they are not hearing it or they are not retaining whatever that you're communicating, whether verbally or non-verbally.
Yeah, let me interject because old age I'll forget. When you said talking to them, I was going to
Okay.
say that it's not even talking to them, it's talking at them.
Oh yeah.
We talk at them.
Yes, we do that. Yeah, we tend to do that because I think it's because we don't view them as, I don't know, maybe humans, or I don't know what it is, but for me, even babies, I talk to them like if you come and
I
I'm talking to
know.
you, you think I'm crazy because I'm
I
talking to
know.
them like they understand what I'm saying, and I
I've been
feel they do.
I've been told that, for an older person, like I get along with, I show respect to younger people, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
is that a strange thing? Like you, yeah, I'll talk to little kids.
Right.
It's like you show them respect, you show them like
Yeah.
at least ask them a question or say something because the way we were brought up was totally different. Like you were talking, yeah, I'm saying that you are not viewed like you have an opinion. You're
Mhm.
almost like a property or I'm the adult, so you're going to listen no matter what. So I'll talk at you and you don't have a right to respond. And
Right.
it's showing even in our relationships because currently, even you have parents, as old as we are, they just want to talk and say things and they think you have to just take it. They forget that,
Follow it. Mhm.
yes, it's a problem because you are caught in an environment where you are, you are dealing with your young adults and they'll tell you their mind. if they don't
Right.
agree with you, and you have to take it, and then you are on this side. So we have a lot of issues. This cultural thing, when we're talking about communication, our context is within the, I mean, it goes for everybody, no matter which society, but with our particular society, this is the problem that we have, and it's still going on. And the
Yeah.
least thing you say, if you say something, you respond, oh, you don't respect, that's what you'll get back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hello, Sister Belinda. Welcome, welcome. And Sister also says the entitlement. So yeah, yeah, you can continue, and then I'll come in.
Yeah. Yeah. So why? It is very important, and for me, I think before high school, I'd say there wasn't really communication. There wasn't like there was none. And then, yeah, there was none because you're always told what to do, and it's not like suggestions or telling you why you should do it, but you should just do it. So
Hmm.
you act like a robot too. You just
Yes.
do it because they want me to do it,
Hmm.
so I'm doing it. So in that case, when they are not there, you don't do it because
Hmm.
they are not there to see you, right?
Oversee
Because
it.
you're
Yes.
doing, yeah,
Yeah.
you're doing it for them, not
Hmm.
because you think it's the right thing to do.
Hmm.
So I feel that if you communicate better, then the child knows why they're doing it. They
Hmm.
know it's important, and they know the consequences of not doing it.
Hmm.
But if you just tell them, as Auntie Yaa'S says, talk at them, not actually talk to them, then yeah, you don't, you feel you get what you want, but you're not really getting any results. You're not you're not building the child.
No.
No, you're not building the child. You're just you might say that the child is respectful. They might not respect you. They're just doing what you're saying. But
Hmm.
respect is different, and it's just like at work. I might not respect my boss, but I'll do what he says because that's what the job requires. Doesn't mean
Yes.
I respect him as a person.
Hmm.
So I think that's another thing. It's very important because it also builds respect if you
Hmm.
communicate effectively with your kids.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think
So
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I
as you
have
were
for now.
saying. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
As you were saying, right? Communication, like the most important relationship is the parent-child relationship. And it is through
Exactly.
the eyes of the parent that the child learns to see the world around them. So if parents
Hmm.
are not communicating properly with you, you don't have any positive outlook.
Yeah.
It's they what you look to your parents to feel secure, to feel loved, to feel safe.
Yes.
But with a lot of us, did it happen? Yeah, I
Mm.
sent you, I left it too late, but I sent you this video.
Oh
And
yes, I had seen it
it,
this week.
okay,
I
so
cried. It. Oh.
yes, he's not the only one. A lot of us are like that because that
Oh.
is what we learned, is what we are passing on because we don't try to do any better. You know what hit me? My grandson turned 3 last Saturday. That child,
Yeah.
I do think he's a 3-year-old. What does he know? What does that child know that you, the
Ah.
parent, beating the life out of him? So it's just horrible. It's so this communication thing we're talking about, you have to learn. A lot of us, we've come to different places in the the diaspora, but
Right.
we don't marry our values from back home with what
Hmm.
is here and try to
Yeah.
do a new. We think we are still back home. And so we treat our kids the same way we were treated. But in these environments, if you're going to shut your child down, not talk to them, muzzle them, let them feel that, oh, they are child, they don't matter, they don't have any opinions, and they are sitting in classrooms with children whose parents talk with them,
Hmm.
communicate with them, and all that. So, what do you think is going to happen? Your child is going to be in those situations. They have no confidence, they can't speak
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
and they're going to be bullied. Even the teachers, they'll label you. They are so quick too, because they
Yes.
don't see anybody around advocating for you.
It's
So
true.
for me, it's important. Like you, the child came from you. if you love yourself, you will know you will love your child and put in the effort to build that relationship with them. This
Yeah.
child, this man is beating. That child came from his loins. Hello? If you are treating your own child this way, then how will you treat somebody else's?
Like this is not discipline. It's
And
abuse.
I've had people see we are so weird. Let me tell you a story. Like my husband, he likes to play with little children, like and so somebody was making this comment that, oh, don't you see how when we were in a particular church and people found it so weird, so strange. And I said, that is because you are sitting on your Ghanaian high horses, being the adult. You have to talk to kids. You have
Yeah.
to. You have to. Hey, there's one time I'll say this in tree. Yourself will be yenny din komo. And what have ne ban minim de ne ban yen wa born a banner sum say pom.
Now
I feel
Sumba.
yeah. I feel me kunu jina honey aye jerry. We couldn't say what? What just happened? We were so dumbfounded. Wow. But this is the upbringing that we have. And we think it's normal, we think it's okay.
Mm.
Sister also says, do before complain. We mostly do what we are told to avoid conflict.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, we've kind of touched on why it's important to communicate with our kids. So we are going to go on to the negative consequences of poor communication, so that from that, then we'll talk about the tips that you can the tips for
Used
communicating
to it.
effectively with your
Yeah.
kids. So
Yeah.
we've kind of started touching on some of it, but what can happen if
Mm-hmm.
there's poor communication from parent to child, you know?
Well, the major one is the relationship. You grow up and you have no relationship, and I
Yes.
and I'm a product of that. Like not like you don't like your parents, but there's actually no relationship. There's nothing to really talk about
Yeah.
because you don't know my interests. I don't really know yours
Mm-hmm.
because I don't really know what you like. Apart from what I see, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
your passions. Nothing. So it becomes hard, especially for me too. I'm not um, like when I go out, I make an effort to talk to people, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not my natural thing. Like I don't. It's
Yes.
not my nature to do that, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But when I go out, like in a formal gathering, I chat with people. But socially, I'm I'm an introvert,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh-huh. So it becomes even harder for me to try and talk to you when
Mm-hmm.
all my life you haven't really talked with me or conversed with me.
Yes. Yes.
You've only given me orders and told me what I did wrong, never
Yes.
what I did right, ever. And when you wronged me, you never said sorry. You just
Thank you.
pretended as if, oh, okay, that happened, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So it's really hard. Your kids cannot come to you.
Mm-hmm.
They might come to you out of duty, which is what I do. It's out
Yeah.
of duty, not because I want to. You know, it got to a point I had to do three-way calls in order to call
Mm-hmm.
my parents. You know, because
Yeah.
I had to add my sister to it. She's more outgoing.
Yeah.
Because when I'm about to call, I feel this stress and tension.
Yeah. I'm sitting here listening to you, and it feels like you are talking my story.
Then our stories are the same.
Well, you are a firstborn too, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
No, it's very difficult. There's a trust
Mhm.
factor, as you're talking
Yeah.
about. I
Yeah.
can't open up and tell you, because for me, what you'll get is, oh, yeah, maybe you pray this and that, but there's
Hmm.
practical life, right? There's
Mhm.
practical
Yeah.
things. And it's not everything that I'm coming to share, because you turn around and it will be used against you at some point.
Yes, that too.
So it's not possible, yeah. And then to, like I was saying, that for me, I feel very conflicted because in the diaspora. I've raised young adults. My son was raised in Ghana for a bit till he came here. So him,
Yeah.
he has that same, he's picked up some things from here, but he has that same, Ghanaian whatever.
Values
So I'm
as
not
well.
saying, yeah, I'm not saying say is by force respect whatever, but it's there. My girls, compared to I don't know how to explain it. Compared to people here, they are very respectful, but they have their own minds. And
Yeah.
if you are saying something they don't like, they will clue you in very quickly. And it's not
Mhm.
rudely. They'll just say, hey, there's no, this is what I meant. And I
Yeah.
don't get that. So here I am conflicted with a parent at my age who still wants to treat me like I'm under their feet. And
Hmm.
yet over here, I'm the matriarch in this place, like with my family that everybody is looking up to, and you still want to treat me as a child. And I had to work a lot on myself to get out from under that. And even still, it's
Mm.
happening. So more recently, when I hear the message, oh well, you see how you are talking with boldness. So it's like it's now, oh, I know if I say something that you don't like, you will come back and you
Mhm.
know. And I'm like, I'm an adult. I have to be an adult. I can't
Oh.
be your I'm an adult. This is adult to adult now. So and then too, it's like the funny thing is that other people don't get treated like that, but it's you who's getting this, you know. So
Yeah.
this is the thing,
Yeah.
like some of
Yeah.
these are our personal stories that we are sharing, but a lot of this, like you get the dismissive parenting, the cold mother syndrome type thing. And when you feel unloved and
Yeah.
rejected by your parents, because what some of the consequences, there's constant criticisms. Some parents, all they know is to criticize.
Yeah.
When the child does something right, they'll never say they are always looking for something to nag about. It just because you were raised
Yeah.
that way and all you got doesn't mean it's good for your kids. Try to praise them. There's always blaming too. And then they gaslight you. You make your child doubt themselves. Like, yeah, you were saying when they do something, they'll never say sorry. They'll find excuses to cover
Yeah.
up. And then there's shaming and all
They
this
they
that
won't even mention it. It's like it didn't happen.
there's there's shaming, so there's inconsistency, then there's accusation, they undermine you. And of course, too, they have problems. How do you call? They have problems expressing intense emotion, so they are emotionally avoidant. They avoid,
Oh
and
yeah.
yeah. And so,
No emotion.
how does this affect you, the child? Low self-esteem. You are doubting yourself. Sometimes, if you get paranoid, people will have paranoid tendencies. You have difficulties making decisions, right? And of course, you tend to be
Right.
a people pleaser and
Hmm.
self-blaming and self-shaming. So all these things, when it's built up in you, you grow up or you have a hard time identifying toxic people or relationships. So yeah, look around our society, look at all these people screaming and yelling and fighting on social media. Where did it come
Yeah.
from? It's the trauma, the
From
unhealed.
the activated.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Do you have any to add to this? Like it's too much.
It is a lot. Yeah. It, but I don't know. Um I don't know why I was not affected in those like what you mentioned.
Mhm.
But recently, my sister brought my attention. She said she's a teacher, so she's learned a lot about autism and stuff. And she was saying that I am on the spectrum because the way I think and the
She
and
said she said you are on the spectrum.
yeah, she said I am because if she looks at my behavior and because there are some things that I do or
Mhm.
things that I expect, I do things and I don't see anything wrong. And she says a normal person would know that the other person would feel, but I don't get it. So
Mhm.
there are a whole lot of like behavior that I have, and she knows.
Okay.
So maybe that helped me too,
Mhm.
because yeah, although um, she did what she did, I had my own mind. I've always had my own mind
Yeah.
and the way I think about things, and it's like it's rock solid,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
always been like that. Yeah.
With what you are saying, right? I know that you're saying your sister saying the as you're saying that, oh, she's saying you're on the autism spectrum. What is coming to my mind is that maybe to me, I'm thinking, no, those are just walls you have to build up. I'm not disputing what she
Yeah,
said.
yeah, yeah.
She
That's
was
also
near,
a possibility.
yeah, she's near you and she saw what she saw. But I'm saying that sometimes these are defense mechanisms. You put up certain walls to say, this is how I feel about this. And
Right.
you
To
know,
protect
because
yourself.
it's self-preservation. Yeah.
Right,
Because
right,
a
right.
lot of children, a lot of us have had to do that,
Yeah,
preserve self-preservation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah, sometimes if you don't do that too, yeah, you get drawn into all these things, and then you're doubting yourself all the time because that's what's being pointed out to you. What you do wrong. You
Yes.
know, there's some things I can't even say here.
Yeah, Unim.
Uh,
I've gotten to the point, and then sometimes to his other siblings who are helping feed that narrative. I've gotten to the point right now where I say, I do not care what anybody says about me, what I believe. Yeah, what God says about me and what I believe about myself
it's
is
what's
what I
important.
work with. Because
That's true.
if you keep listening to people, you never be yourself. My
It's
husband can
true.
think whatever he wants of me. My child can think whatever is. This is
Oh
what I
yeah,
know, because
yeah,
I'm not here. I don't know the time I have here. I'm not here to please people. I have to live and live well. A lot of us are caught in these traps, trying to please people, trying to satisfy people.
oh
Meanwhile,
yeah.
they don't
So
even
that's,
really like you. They don't even love you, and they could be your own family members.
oh yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of people sitting here killing themselves trying to send money back home, do this. What is that for? They're seeking affirmation. From what? Seek it within yourself and seek it if you're a believer, seek it from the word of God or whatever. Read books, build yourself up, go for coaching, do some mentoring, but don't be letting other people who are just like you, they breathe, they talk, they do the same bodily functions, make you feel less than because of
Yeah,
what is coming out of their mouth or what they think about you. It is not right. Absolutely not.
yeah, yeah.
If
That's
people
true.
don't feel good about themselves, they'll project upon you. And that includes us as parents. We all project on our children. Some of
Yeah,
us have learned better, so we are doing better.
exactly.
Hello, Sister Ajua. In my head, I was saying, where is she today? So, yes, it's very serious. It's very, very serious. It's like
Yeah.
my classmate, Candy, she's in Britain. I did an interview with her
Mm.
and about my books. And when I had told her that, oh, as a young person, I felt very ugly and this and that, she was chatting with me and she says, do you know the number of people, especially these the guys who sidebarred me and said, what? Is that what you felt? Oh, blah, blah, blah. And so Candy was saying that the importance of parents, especially mothers, building up their children.
Yeah.
And if that mother herself is struggling or whatever, where is she to build you up emotionally?
Mm.
You
Yeah.
always feel like you have to depend. Yes, they provided for you materially, everything. That one I won't take away. But
Yeah.
these are some of the things. And for me, it took getting out and coming to a different place, being forced to fend for myself, being forced to grow, to become who I am. And yet people look at you and they want to push you down. Oh, as for you, this, as for you. What do you mean? You have your life
Mm.
too. You do be better. See, all these communications, it's affected us in different ways.
Yes.
And if you don't know better, you go to your death living
Mm.
that script. Thank God some of us know and get out. So if you have children around you, seriously, even me that I'm speaking right now, I don't know what my children will come and say to me in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't do this. Oh, you did this hurt me. You did that. We are human. We make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
But by
Yeah.
golly, I would like to say that I've tried. I'm trying to do better. At least they can talk to me. They
They
can,
can come to you.
yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, so yeah, it's very important to be your for your kids to be able to come to you, if for nothing at all. That
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
else they're going to get their advice, or not even just advice. They are going to get even principles from other people, and they are going to stick to those instead of what you wanted to instill in them. You
Because
know.
you are the adult who now you're penning, and this is the way. We are so we forget that you are not really in that same place. You're in a different environment. Find out how that system works and how it
Mhm.
will work for your children and communicate that to them. But if you're enforcing rules from a different place, they don't know that you've given birth to them here. Sure, the same principles you teach your child that there's consequences for bad behavior, this and that. There's rules. There should be rules
Yeah.
in every home.
Yeah.
But don't become this rigid parent that nobody can talk to. That is a recipe for disaster.
Ah.
Yeah.
Me,
So.
my motivation for changing the style was because I didn't like it. So I said to
Mhm,
myself that I'm not going to put my kids through this. And I
mhm.
knew how I felt about my parents, and I didn't want my kids to feel that way to me.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that was my motivation.
Yeah.
You know?
Hmm.
And let's also not lie to them.
Oh
No
dear.
matter no matter how little it is, because they remember, no matter how little, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to town. They can cry. I start them as babies.
Hmm.
Let them see me going. Let them cry. They'll get used
Yes.
to it, and then they'll stop. You know, when my son was like 2, yeah. When I'm going to town, he would cry, and they would try to hide him. I said, no, let him see me go. It got to a
Yeah.
point when I'm going, he'll put in a request for kebab, and that's it. He won't cry because he
Yeah,
knows that I'm going.
because he's been taught to deal with real life.
Yes, you know, and he's the same person who will tell you that his mother doesn't lie. He doesn't know that. The first time I heard it, oh my
Mhm,
God,
mhm. You
I
know,
was laughing.
they are a different breed.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
a different breed because look, let me tell you something funny I did once. Like I think Ajua was in Nana's room talking to her, and then I opened the door making a face like, oh, and then Ajua took it so, and I'm like, oh, Ajua, you know what she said? She goes, oh, mom, but you were intruding. She seriously thought that I'm listening. That's how they think, right? Oh, you are, but
Oh,
na me di rough to explain it ultimately.
yeah.
You can't pull these things around them. They stand by what they believe. And because we were raised with katasumu muasu and lying, no, we are raised with katasumu muasu and these little lies. When they do those things, we say, oh, now also a day, but we are the ones in the wrong
Yeah.
because we don't speak truth. We're always trying to do these lies and nyama. Huh.
Mhm. Okay.
So yeah, let's take a quick break. I
Okay.
think so, and do some. Well, you start then.
Oh, I'm okay. I I feel horrible.
Oh
Anyway,
no.
please follow my YouTube channel. Yeah, watch my Barton Russell. It's on natural health and beauty, natural health, um, like supplements and stuff that we can use, things we can eat that would help us. And I also have some recipes over there, so please check it out and like it and share it so that I get a lot more followers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank
Please support Yabuatima Boatin Russell. We are in a place of this is the sisterhood. We support each other. If you see
you.
your sister doing something good, support them, push them. They also will push you. It's about time we learn these lessons and it's so, so important. So let's do what we can do. So on with the announcement. So Ajua Odo Mensa Talk Show. I hope I have it right. On Friday. Yesterday I couldn't listen in because I was in a program. Mhm.
Mm.
She does Abrabomunsem. Yes, I think yesterday was something about the power of our words, something along those lines, power of how we communicate, I think. On Saturdays, that one is at 4:30, no, 6:30 Eastern time, hair time, because I watch it at 4:30 after work.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And on Saturdays at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern, she does marriage talks with Pastor Samuel, Reverend Samuel Okoso. Oh my goodness, those are very insightful. Also the chilling Osofo there, he's one of a kind. He get deep insights and he will tell you. So please join them today. Yes, please join them today and be blessed. Make comments. Don't sit in the back watching. Make comments. Push it so that people will watch and listen. Maybe sometimes just one word that you say to somebody will be a blessing and change something in their life.
Yeah.
People are struggling out there and they just need a word. And so let's be those people who will, even if you are not out doing these programs, when you see a good program, help pass the message along. That's all that you can do. It's a public service, free of charge. And then there is the Dreamers and Visionaries coaching program. This is a free coaching program with the beautiful, intelligent Pastor Patience O. Edwards, and it's on Sundays, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time and 3 p.m. Eastern. It is a free program. I have learned a lot in that program. When I set out to change my narrative or change my script, this coaching is what helped me. Sometimes you need to take the time to find out who you are, whether you're on the right path, what you want to become. And there's things that you don't pay attention to. A program like this will draw your attention to it. As well, Pastor P is a tap send, a rep. Please contact her if you want to send money to Ghana. She has a special code she'll give you. I think it's Lady P, and you get some kind of a discount as well. And then there is, she also is a health coach. She deals with like ASEA products. She does a lot of programs on health. There's a lot she's done this week that I've been so busy I've not been able to go listen to. I have to go and watch the one on sciatica because my knee always bothers me that this side here. So I need to go and listen to it. There's a lot of women on these platforms doing a lot of great programs, but are we gravitating towards it? No. So redox, it's redox signaling molecules. I can't describe all of it. I take it myself, and it's very good. There's been testimonies from people about how it's turned their health around, healed them. Pastor P herself has an excellent testimony on her wall. Please go watch and listen to it. Okay, who else am I missing? We also have Sister Sika Educates. She does these programs. Look, I can't begin to tell you the wealth of knowledge these women have. We have Amma Manson, then there's lunchtime talks with Awo Mrekua. I was going to say, where is Awo? I haven't seen her after the birthday celebration, but I read her making a comment on somebody because I was going to say, hey, sis, where are you? But she's around. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, okay, good. So yes, and the message to contact her, Sages sageshare.com. Yes, sage plus, yeah, share.com. Different, a variety of products. Mind you, the Canadians are still waiting. She's not on here today, so she can't hear me whining. The Canadians are still waiting. Yes. So yeah, I think that is for the commercial break. So, oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. 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 Oh, that's too bad. Sorry. Then you're all not feeling well. Get well, okay? Yeah, do some resting.
Oh, I
Mm,
try. Oh,
yeah, yeah.
get well.
So, yeah. So, yeah. Okay, then I won't feel guilty now. I'm free to go to my friend from churches. She has a Zoom on long range products, so I'll go and listen for a bit to that. Yeah. So, yeah. Um, we'll use the last 15 to do this. So now that we've talked about What were we saying? Communication skills. Why we must learn to communicate effectively with our kids. The negative consequences of poor communication. We're going to finish off with tips for communicating effectively with our kids. So, yeah, you want to go?
Yeah. I think I mentioned not with the white lies.
Yes,
I
yes,
think
yes.
it's part. It'll be part of the tips, so
Mm-hmm,
so that they can trust whatever you tell them.
mm-hmm,
If they like when I didn't have money, I told them
mm-hmm.
like an adult. I'll tell them, and it was surprising how they would understand. You
Yeah, me
know,
go. Hello, Message. We just finished talking about you. We were talking about sageshare.com, and I said, well, Miss Sage is not here. The Canadians are still waiting, but I'll talk about this product. So, okay, yeah, to us.
yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, sorry, I forgot Sister Aisha Ankra. Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Sister Aisha does not have a platform per se, but she supports everybody.
Yeah.
She has productive comments. And you know what? Please support her. She does
Avon.
Avon, and then
Does she do
oh,
juice back?
Juice Plus, yes. I do not know. So
Yeah.
please support her, please. Uh-huh. Yeah, plateau to us.
Okay. Yeah. So what else was I going to say? um. We have to communicate also based on their like their ages, and
Mm-hmm.
we have to understand because we're not communicating if they are not understanding and retaining it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to communicate in a way that they would understand. How you'd
Mm-hmm.
communicate with your teenager won't be the same as your toddler or your little kid. You know.
Yeah, please, if I may come in here. So this little child that this man was beating so mercilessly, what did the child do? What could you have done? What did the child do? Why don't you sit the child down and say, oh, was it that he didn't eat? We don't even know the story, right? But
No.
is this the age
But
appropriate?
this is not even spanking a kid. Oh. This is like beating him up. Like
Yeah,
I don't
merciless.
even know the word for it. You know, it's he's sick in the head.
She said she heard us.
Oh, this age.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and we have to be open to them too. We don't have to just talk at them and not
Mm-hmm.
expect anything back. We have to talk to them, expect them to respond, and also to make sure that they are getting what you're saying. You might think that they get it, they might not even get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So if we ask them, tell us back what we mean, or do you, not just do you understand, because that one will just bring
Mm-hmm.
yes, I do, and you wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
even know whether they do or not.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
we should make sure they are understanding exactly what we are relaying to them,
Yeah.
and take advantage of you know family times, movie times are the best one. I say best times to talk about lessons in life, because they're
Mm-hmm.
watching it, and that one sticks more because they would remember, oh, in this movie, this guy did that, and
Mm-hmm.
that was the consequences, and what your family thinks about it, what your family represents,
Mm-hmm.
things like that,
Mm-hmm.
so that it won't be like these are rules that you have to follow, but this is a family thing. We believe in this kind of thing, That
Yes.
I think that bonds you more than giving out
Reinforcement, right?
instructions. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It's like there's this show called Married at First Sight. Oh, it's so ridiculous. So Nana has been away. So when Ajo and I are watching it, and then the women are behaving, goes, oh, why is she doing that? Oh God, she's so desperate. Oh, blah blah blah. So so for me, when I hear those comments, I say, good. It means you're not going to go be desperate.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
the teaching point.
Yes,
She's
yes,
old enough to know, but yeah. So yes, like what you were saying, the most important thing, show love. A lot of us, we don't know what that is. We were not raised like that. Look, let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
something. I said my son was raised in Ghana. He came here at 16. To this day, when he's leaving to go, he'll always do the hug. We were not a huggy people. My daughters are walking out the door. Bye, blah, 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 love you. It's easy to say, easy to do. But then me too, I kind of am a strange one. I don't know what it is. Because is it because my son was raised in Ghana? I find it hard to be saying the love you thing, even
To
though I
him,
know I
instead.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like we have some things that we have to work on within ourselves. But
Yeah.
I tell you, and you know the funny thing, these parents who were having that kind of weird relationship or whatever, when they see how you and your daughters are, then it becomes a whatever, some kind of
Yes,
block.
for them.
So-
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah. But I'm like, are you surprised that there's people who really love me?
Hmm.
Like, you know? So yeah, show your love, gentle loving,
Yeah.
like, touch, hugs, right? And then also find opportunities to connect with your kids, like you're saying, watching movies
Yeah.
together, eating together, talking
Yeah.
together. Have
Yeah.
honest interaction, eye contact. Don't let them feel that they are like, um, for me, it's like Nana will always come and talk to me, So when she's not here, Ajua is like more off to her, but that is the worrisome part that you always need to check in on that type of person too. Are they okay? How is
Yeah.
it going? They feel, and you say, oh, hey, how's it everything? Yeah, it's okay. I'm okay, I'm this, but you always have to find a connecting point. But
Right.
parenting is not easy. They all have different
It's not
personality.
black and white. Yeah.
It becomes a struggle
Mm-hmm.
especially in the young adult. Oh, hello, boss lady. How are you? It's not that you are here that you are saying hello until I make way you, but oh, why do you want me to oh, why do you want me to because now come go busa sister adwo odo. I was debating me musa sister adwo odo and ask me back channel musa so this week in so maintain on coming now saying I haven't been able to come on because I've been so busy with work, but I realized that you are away. Mhm. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's like it's the young adult stage is not an easy stage, right? And you have to find a way to manage it. They didn't tell you. I always say they tell you about when they were kids. When you were kids, you know, if they are not 18 yet, don't complain about anybody's kids. But they don't. The adulthood relation, the young adult relationship is something also that you have to manage very well. If there's some feedback. So also you have to set boundaries with your kids. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier, rules and the consequences of it. They need structure, so that's important. And listen and empathize. Like, connection starts with listening. It's not you just talking at them.
Yeah.
Acknowledge their feelings, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
reassure them that you are there to help them. Children need emotional stability. They have to know that they can depend on you, the parent.
Yeah.
Don't be like quicksand. Don't be like quicksand. Like, you're always moving. You're always thinking when I no, if I can't come to you and tell you my genuine feelings, it's not good. Hmm, okay. Message says it is important to make the effort to communicate effectively and love our children. When they grow older, peer pressure in society will have influence on them. Then will they remember your words of wisdom? Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. That's it right there. And then mutual respect, when you listen and empathize, they know that, oh, you are there for them. When
Yeah.
they come and talk to you and they are not listening, they know they'll tell you. I mean, like, there's boundaries too. Sometimes I'll say, look, I need to be doing this right now. Can
Yeah.
we do this later? Because there are some mothers too, they overdo it. They'll do too much for the kid. You can't be like that. We're
No.
not saying go and be a doormat parent. No, but
No.
they have to know that you also have your own life, you also have your own space, and sometimes you are not able to be there, but when you are there, you will interact. So it's important. And Yeah, be available, like distraction free, right? When they need to talk, put everything to the side and then talk, you know. And a lot of watching of the program. So that is like they are older now, but that is the main connection now. Oh, hey, you know, if Adjoa says, oh, hey, do you want to watch this movie with me? I'm like, sure, I'm on it, you know, because,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, do we want to summarize? I mean, these are just, we've touched on things, but you can also do your own learning, your own experiences, research, what have you. We're just here to just touch on the, you know,
Yeah.
we started communication skills 101 2 weeks ago. Today is about the kids. So we did
Yeah.
why we must learn to communicate with our kids, the negative consequences of poor communication, and then the tips for communicating effectively. Build trust. Build
Yeah.
trust, like, and have fun too. Don't be this kokoti. We, this Ghanaians, Africans, kokoti parenthood. You can't even laugh with your child, you know
Hey.
you can't even laugh with your child. Yeah. Me, I'm not perfect, oh, but I've had people say to Nana, oh, your mom, she's all right. And she goes, yeah, yeah, well, she's all right. I'm like, when you tell me, I'll say, look, they have their own secrets. It's not everything that they'll come and tell me. But on the whole, I
Yeah.
probably know more about, and people are envious of that too. They say people have said all kinds of things to my daughters. Like Nana got told, like, oh, she's a mama's this, she's a mama's that. You know what? She's the one who travels and goes away. Oh, she's
Yeah.
gone on her she's on her own, she's managing. On per heart now, I'm so nyakra busy obetu alcohol. Yeah. And you come
Yeah.
and but people, you see, when people see something and it's a beautiful thing,
You
instead of
like to label
complimenting it,
negative.
they'll
Yeah.
label it and put negative on it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's, I feel like I missed a call. Yeah, Patronia, let's
Okay.
summarize.
Well, you've kind of summarized it a bit, but
Yeah, that's true.
I think what I will add, or I mean, what you can leave with is that if you don't want to lose your children, build a relationship, and relationships foundation is communication. So
Hmm.
you need to, if you are
Hmm.
not doing what we've suggested over here, maybe you can
Hmm.
try doing it one at a time,
Hmm.
bit by bit. If you need help, you can contact Auntie Yaa'S. You can contact um, Adro. Like there are a whole lot of women that she mentioned
Yeah,
before
yeah.
that you can contact and
Hmm.
talk more about it so that we can help.
Yeah.
Because we've all been helped at some point,
Oh
either
yes.
by reading or watching or
Hmm.
talking to somebody, like whichever one that you're comfortable with. If you want to
Hmm.
read books, and you get there because um, the impact on your children it lasts. I'm 46, and yeah, the repercussions is still ongoing because I have no relationship with my parents. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll just end it there.
You'll park it right there.
Right there.
Yes. So as Ya said, we've been here talking about communicating with your kids. It's so so important. Look, they are the next generation. So whatever way that you can help them, do so.
Yeah,
They will live and go live their lives, but you would hope that you've instilled or imparted something in them that
yeah,
will help them on their journey. They have to learn their own lessons too, mind you, but they've been in your home and you have been grooming and raising them for life. So
yeah,
make sure that your communication, how do you do all this? It's through the communication. So, how have you been interacting with them? Is it just negativity? There are some people, they are just naggers. They nag and nag you to death. They never see anything good in you. And if you don't rise above it and be yourself, oh, wonye nipa bio. It's, yeah. So we should continue to work on ourselves so that we can be better parents. And I'll tell you this, and this is for us especially, be willing to pay. Be willing to pay. Like I said, read books, but sometimes you need to pay even a nominal fee to get somebody to coach you or to mentor you. I have done it. It hasn't, I have not lost anything, and I've lived here to tell about it. Yes, I have done it, and I'll continue to do it. It does not, because the money, what is the money? Like, is it worth my while to say, oh, I'm building a big mansion and be this sick person? Oh, Pastor Sika is calling. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Yeah, can you hear, please?
Yeah.
Utininka. Do you hear, Sister Aso? Sister Aso, please.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Me too.
Happy Thanksgiving to my Canadian family.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
I just want to add something to the what kind of very great.
Yeah, sure.
Now, I think I added to it to say one thing. The problem our parents and I said our upbringing. We try to avoid conflict.
Thank
We
you.
try to avoid communication itself. It's avoiding communication, or say we are Musa question the brain. Sorry. Avoiding conflict, say, oh, we are not.
Thank you. Thank you. That is
avoiding conflict.
yes.
Now we trust. Avoiding conflict, it will say, oh, fan or so one avoiding conflict, it will say, when you or two for weeks, also a bay for now we trust because you feel
Sister Aso, Sister Aso, I'm laughing because you've gone into next week's program. Conflict management, adults.
Avoiding conflict, today I was watching this video, and this video it was an interview, one of the markets in Ghana, and I said, so how many years have you been married? Or say 37 good years. I have 6 children. But then the woman said, me, no woman can give me broken heart. My husband, you should tell me, my husband is an all goods. Why? This man is useless. We are living together because my sisters and my parents or my family doesn't want me to divorce. This woman is not happy. But also, you know what? Now my job and my children are my happiness. This man is just there because everybody wants to see me married. He's just there. But meanwhile, conflict, problem, nobody wants to tackle it. Nobody wants to solve it. The society wants to see the problem as, you know what? There's no problem. Because we are not ready to tackle the problem.
Yes.
Since I'll talk about it next week, I'll just hold on to
these
issues.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in.
I have learned a lot.
Thank you.
And I'm using it. And right now, we can boldly say we are becoming good parents.
Yes.
Because we are learning.
Yes.
We are opening up.
Yes.
We're not perfect. We will never be perfect.
No.
But we are learning.
Yes.
And when it comes to parents, now what can be said? And whatever you are shut.
Thank you. Hey, Sister Aso, obedidi watem ko akanwanu tum.
And then I'll say, it's actually say now then you feel guilty. Oh, then I have to shut.
Guilt trips no dorsum.
Now, I have put my parents in a position where they come to me they know I will not accept it.
Yes.
Period. And I have put a period on everything.
Boldness.
So I said
Mine
to
is called
myself,
boldness.
listen, yes. I said, you are retired, you are not sending money to Ghana, period. Right now, anybody call, I'm not responsible because I'm your children have to take responsibility of what you started, period.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is doing this, period. And then they'll just go. And even though they will mumble, period. So I think everybody should start doing period, like I do.
Hashtag
Thank
period.
you. Miss Maya, period, Libby. Thank you, Sister Aso. Thank you for your insights. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'll read Sister Ajua's comments and then we will be done. Sister Ajua says many people within our society communities lack of communication skills because settled with excuses, reasons, and enablers, blaming games with abundant support. Abundant support. I know
Support.
Some people have brains sitting in their head because they cannot function without directions given to them and are easily influenced or manipulated. This is the thing. But so if you don't come out from under it, that's your life forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
And Sister addresses the societal norms matter. You're emphasizing Sister Inua Sika. So yes, we will bring the program to a close. So next week we'll be talking about communication skills, adults, conflict management. Sister Aso has gone there. So we will continue. Yes, very
Yeah.
good. She did well. Very, very good. So yes, on Monday, watch out for what do you call it? Watch out for she wished us happy Thanksgiving. So there's a live that I have done, a pre-recorded that I've done. Happy Thanksgiving. I have a few insights that I've shared. So just watch out for it. And also for videos on this platform during the week. Yeah, thank you so much. Get better. You and Sister
Bye.
Adua, go and drink some go and rest and then take
I
care of
ate
yourselves.
a akoko kwai.
Wine ebe ya ma.
Erica Beyamami.
Okay. So go and take care
All
of
right.
yourself. So we'll be back next week. Thank you all. If you come along after this program, please leave us your comments, share the message so other people will get it. We are on
Yeah.
a mission. Let's put these messages out there. It is much needed in our communities. You will be saving a life.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye bye. Love you all. Appreciate your
Bye,
support.
everyone.
Bye.